I talk about setting goals a lot. And you know, the main reason, the one major reason for setting a goal is for what it makes you do in order to accomplish it. If you didn't have a goal to achieve, to go after, you wouldn't do anything. And we all like to be productive, we all like to achieve things, and so the one major reason for setting a goal is for what it makes you do so you can go out and accomplish it. This will always be a bigger benefit to you than what you actually get from the goal, because when you get to your goal and you reach that destination, it's great and it's wonderful, but then you go, what's next? But if you turn around and look behind you at where you've come in this journey to your goal, you get tremendous satisfaction from what you've accomplished in order to get to that goal, and how you've maybe changed in order to get to that goal. That's why goals are so powerful. They're part of our lives. They're part of what makes up our lives, the fabric that makes up our lives. Because we have goals all the time. We have a goal to get up this morning so we can go to work. It's a short-term goal. And so we do goals all the time. A lot of times we don't do long-term goals very well. Goal setting gives us a focus, something to focus on in our life. It puts shape on our dreams and goals, and the vision that we have for our lives, and gives us the ability to focus in on just exactly what we need to do in order to get the things in life that we really want and that we deserve. You deserve the good things in life. You deserve the best that life has to offer you. Goals can be really exciting because they give you focus and they give you direction, a place to aim for in your life. They cause us to stretch and to grow, because a goal that's easy, you'll get bored with it really quick. So you need to make goals that are stretching goals, out there a little ways, because they'll make you grow. And they'll make you grow in ways that you've never thought you would be able to grow or would need to grow. You never thought of it before. In order to reach our goals, we need to become better. We need to become more skilled. We need to become more disciplined. We need to change, and we need to grow. I wrote my book, The Success Grower, and it's based on a story on a farm. I grew up on a farm, so I knew what I was talking about. A lot of the lessons you learn in the farm happened to me, so that's why they're in the book. You should go read the book, The Success Grower. Get it on Amazon. But in order to reach your goals, we need to change, we need to grow. And when I planted that seed in the ground, and when I grow my garden out here and I plant the seed in the ground, the seed doesn't just sit there and one day it's the full plant. No, the seed itself will start to swell, and it'll start to change, and that plant will start to grow, and then it grows. That's what a goal is for us. It's that seed, that dream of an idea that we plant inside of us that changes us, and we grow into this new person. And so a goal, a powerful goal, has to have three parts to it. It's got to be inspiring. You've got to be inspired to go do this thing. Because if it's not inspiring, you'll give up. After a while, you won't be interested. Yeah, it was just a fad, something I thought was kind of cool. So it's got to be inspiring, something that will change your life and change other people's lives. Those are the best goals. Goals that you want to pursue that change other people's lives because of what you can do. Another part of a goal is it's got to be believable. You have to believe you can achieve it. It may be way up there, it may be way out there, but you still have to believe that you can achieve it. You may not have the skills, you may not have the knowledge, you may not have the team around you yet, but if you fully and firmly believe that you can achieve that goal, guess what? You will. And it must be a goal that you can take action on, one that you can actually do, one that you can take action today and tomorrow and the next day, that will get you to the end. When your goals are inspiring, when they inspire you, and when you believe in them so strongly and you take action in order to achieve them, you will accomplish them. That's just the way it works. So sometimes you need to know where to go. You need to know how to get there. You need to know what you need to do. And so the beginning for knowing where you want to go is knowing where you came from and where you are today. So I'm not saying ignore the past. You need to understand the past and where you've come from, what you've done, what you've learned. You need to know where you are today, what your skill set is today, and then where you want to go. It also is good to know how good you've done in the past in achieving things you wanted to achieve, because that will give you an idea of how you can achieve your goals going forward. Now, if you haven't done well in the past, that doesn't mean you can't achieve them in the future. It just means maybe you got a little extra work to do. So, you need to take some time. You got 2 months left in this year. If you don't want to set any goals yet, I would suggest start reflecting on the past. And this year's kind of rough to think about, but reflect on the past and evaluate what you've done and where you are today. We need to understand how to look at our life and how to look at what we've done in the past and then use that as a tool so that we know what to do next, so we know what to do in the future. And the way to do this evaluation, it's really pretty easy. It's pretty simple. You can kind of set it up your own way. I'm going to give you a real short framework, some steps here. The important thing is having a process to evaluate where you've been, where you are, and where you want to go. And so here's 5 simple steps. First, find a quiet place. You can't spend any time reflecting on your life, where you've been, what you've achieved, in the middle of chaos and noise in your house. If you've got to go away for the weekend, it will be the best weekend you spent if you spend it on time reflecting on your past, your life, your achievements, your drive, your determination, your inspirations. Spend some quiet time. Find a quiet place. And I would suggest that you schedule this routinely. Maybe once a quarter. Some people do it once a month. Some people do it every single week, like on a Sunday evening. They take some time and they think about the week in the past and the week that's coming and set up their week. Some people schedule it quarterly. Every quarter they're looking at the next 3 months. And actually the way you do that, you plan it out for a year, but then every quarter you really look at the next 3 months and you have a solid plan for the next 3 months, and you keep pushing that plan out a quarter at a time. When you do this, you need to look at what you've done in the past and where you are today. Look at all the things you've done and you've accomplished. Look at where you are today, and if you are where you thought you would be, hallelujah, good for you. If you're not where you thought you would be at this point in your life, it's time to make a plan. It's time to set a goal. It's time to put a new framework in place and put a plan in place and set some goals to get there. Maybe you're 65 and you're thinking about retiring. Why? Life's not over. Life's not over until you die. And some of your most productive time can be even some of your later years, because as we have lived a life, we've learned a lot of things that younger folks, maybe they don't say they want to know and they want to learn, but they would be happy to learn it from you and hear from you about your experiences. So they don't make the same errors that we made along the way. So in this quiet time, spend some time looking at what you've done in your life, how you've acted, what you've achieved, what you haven't achieved, what you've given up on and why you gave up on it, what you let go, what you should have done, all those things. And then look at where you are today, and then write all this down. Write down your thoughts. If you've never been one to journal, maybe this is a good time to start. I have a good friend, Louise Elliott, and she's going to shoot me for not remembering the name of her book or her journal. I'll find it and I'll post it in the comments below. If nothing else, get a notebook and start writing your thoughts. the things that you've done, the things you've accomplished, the things that you didn't accomplish, the things you wish you had done right or differently, and just write it all down so you know, so you can remember. And then once you've done all that, set new goals. Set some new goals for the future, where you want to go, what you want to achieve, what you want to accomplish. As the saying goes, the past is prologue. That means the past is gone. It's over. You can't do anything about the past. So don't live in the past. You can only live in the present. You can plan for the future, let the past go. You can't do anything about it, but you can certainly change the future. If you've seen yourself being on this same path that you're on right now and nothing ever changes, maybe you need to reconsider that thought, and you need to look at what you really want in your life. Because we all have goals and dreams. We all have this vision. We all have these hopes and dreams of doing amazing things and having an amazing life and taking wonderful vacations and maybe being financially secure, so you've got ongoing income coming in. You don't have to go to work anymore, whatever that might be. So you can take care of your family, so you can enjoy time with your family and your friends and do the things you want to do. What does that look like for you? Set those goals. It's not too late. It's never too late. If you never accomplish the goal, but you're working on it every single day, you'll have a much fuller life because you're driving towards something that inspires you. It's a great thing about goals. So, what are your goals for the future? If you're not sure, spend some time reflecting and evaluating where you've come from, where you are today, and what you want in the future, and set those goals. And if you want to get a better understanding of how this gets put together and how you can put all this down on paper, get my book, The Success Grower, on Amazon, or you can go to Barnes & Noble, whichever one, and read the story and the 8 elements for achieving your goals will instruct you how to do this process and how to believe in yourself and how to deal with the struggles and the challenges that will come up. When you set a goal, promise you, life will come after you. But that's okay, because it's a test. It's a test to see if you're really committed to your goal. Are you going to give in to the challenge, the roadblock, and let it stop you? Or are you going to find a way around it and go around and say, not today, going around it. You're not holding me back any longer. The future's up to you. You got 2 months left in this year. You can still make the best of it. You can set goals for the next 60 days to accomplish something in the next 60 days. What is it that you will set a goal to accomplish by the end of this year? It can be done in a small goal. It doesn't have to be a big goal. It can be a small goal. What is it? Maybe you're just going to start journaling. Maybe you're going to start reading a book every single day. That's a great place to start. Not a novel, but read something inspiring. Read something educational. Read something that will encourage you to get better and do better. Like my book, The Success Grower. It's Monday morning. I hope you all have a great week this week. I get to sit out on the porch and talk to you again this morning. This is your Monday Mentor. I'm Mark Schinnerer from the porch. I'll be back and talk to you tomorrow.